Hello, 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 and welcome to Healing 101. My name is DrMonifa Jones. Welcome to the Love Tribe. This is a place where we heal together live. When we started this just about a year ago, we were basically like, look, you cannot pour from an empty cup. In order for us to live our best life, we got to pour into ourselves. There's no other way. If there were another way, I would have told you. Let me tell you, this journey for me has not been easy at all. But at the end of the day, I'm so excited that I started this journey because I am the better because of it. And if I tell you again, if there were an easier way, if there were another way, I would have told you. There's no getting around self-knowledge. There's no getting around self-truth. There's no getting around connecting to the divinity within you. So many times we look outside of ourselves for the answers that we already have within. So many times we try to connect with others. We try to connect with material things. We try to connect with goals that are attached to dollar signs and real estate and prestige, right? Education, roles, titles. We try to connect to all of those things. But at the end of the day, when we really truly understand that the greatest connection happens when you connect with yourself, when you start to fall in love with you, when you start to respect yourself, when you start to say, wow, this is it. I've been all around the world. I've been in multiple relationships. I've lived in multiple homes. I've driven multiple cars. I've had money. I've been broke. And at the end of the day, when I think of all of these things, I still come to the final conclusion that I need to connect with me. Sometimes we have to travel the whole entire world and have multiple experiences just for us to bring ourselves back home, Cheryl. And back home, guess where? To ourselves. So get excited as we talk about Healing 101. We are still talking about the title, the topic, the content level, dealing with the keys to self-love. And I'm sure, that we're going to take this all the way to our anniversary, which is so exciting, on November the 18th. I still haven't figured out what we're going to do, but it's so amazing because our 1-year anniversary is Friday, November the 18th. And my business coach and mentor is coming from Atlanta on Saturday, November the 19th. So I think that's pretty amazing. I think that's going to be an amazing time, an amazing weekend. Yeah, I'm super excited about that. So with that being said, let's go ahead and get into the content for today. That's fine if we lose our music. Okay. Oh, there it is. So yesterday we talked about something really important, and that is affirmations. But I think when I talked about it in a way that maybe we're not used to hearing. A lot of times when we talk about affirmations, we talk about looking in the mirror. We talk about speaking life over ourselves. We talk about speaking positivity, even though things all around us may feel a little bit negative. We talk about those things, right? But when I talked about affirmations, I got a little bit deeper, and I said affirmations are really how you really feel about yourself. So if you want to change your outside world, you're going to have to change your inside world, Mom. In order to change your outside world, you're going to have to change your inside world, because your inside world, all it does is it's a reflection of what we see on the outside. That's it. It's a reflection of what we see on the outside. So if our insides are dirty, or if our insides are cruel, or if our insides are low vibrating, that's what will show up on the outside of our world as well. But if we decide to elevate, revolutionize ourselves, empower ourselves, become connected with ourselves, then our outside world has no choice, Mom, but to line up and to get in that abundance of wealth and prosperity and health and spirituality and personal development and physical strength and relationships. Like, everything has to line up. Our finances have to line up. Every single thing that we desire, the goals that we have in mind, it has to line up. So I really feel like, Alicia, I feel like that's the main thing. I feel like coming into alignment with yourself and just really going deep for your own inner truth, I believe that's the main thing, because of how I feel on the inside is a reflection of what shows up on the outside. Then I want to get the inside right. And I've said this many times. I don't want my life to look like an IG story. I don't want my life to look like I'm well because I'm standing in front of somebody else's car. I don't want my life to look great because I have on some borrowed clothes. I don't want my life to appear to be well because I'm laughing in a reel, but on deep down inside I'm crying. I want my life to be great, Alicia. I want my life to be awesome. I want my body to be healthy. I want my bank account to be financially prosperous. I don't want it to be something that I am portraying, something that I am trying to show off, something that I am trying to, allude to. I want it to be real. I want my life to be good, not look good. Like some people really, really want their life to look good and they try to, mimic other people's lives. I don't want my life to look good. I don't. I really don't care what you think looks good. It don't bother. I don't care. I want my life to be good. I don't want you to say, oh, Dr. J, she's losing weight. She has an amazing husband. She has a beautiful home. No, I don't want my house. I don't want my life to look good. I want my life to be well. Get excited about that. So since we said that our affirmations is what we're thinking about anyway, Serena, then that means that we're going to have to kind of get a grasp on how we're going to manifest some great things in our lives. Because the reason why we say affirmations in the first place is because of a very simple truth. We believe that what we speak, we will bring forth in our lives. What we speak and what we pay attention to, we will start to manifest that in our lives. So it's going to be very key. To me, I feel like it's the main thing. I mean, it's nice, money in the bank, nice house, nice car, nice relationships, beautiful body. All of that is amazing. And that to me is the outcome and the result of living a clean life, like a really clean life. I believe that. I believe that we're supposed to serve. I believe that we're supposed to eat well, nutrient-dense foods. I believe we're supposed to move our bodies. I believe we're supposed to be successful. Everything we touch should turn to gold. I believe that. But if the main thing is tapping within to make sure that the outside world lines up, then I think that should be the priority. I really think that should be the priority. So let's talk about today some keys in, we missed one. Some keys in manifesting. So we were talking about, you say one thing in your affirmations, but you think one thing else in your mind, something else in your mind. You say, I am well. I am prosperous. I am wise. I am healthy. I am wealthy. But then you say, man, I ain't got no money. Man, how am I pay this next month? Man, I wish I had money for this. Man, I wish I had money for that. Man, I wish this was like this. So we say affirmations, but then we use our minds and our thoughts, our behaviors and our actions the rest of the 23 hours and 55 minutes of the day after our 5 minutes of affirmations to think negative thoughts. You're not going to be able to say one thing and believe another thing and think that what you said for 5 minutes is going to override what you believe for the other 23 hours of the day. That's right, Alicia, you cannot have it both ways. You can't speak an affirmation and you want to manifest great things, but then you talking negative about yourself. Then you speaking negative about yourself. Then you're condescending. And then you allow yourself to be around people who are not elevated like you. They speak negative things. And once they leave, you're thinking about all the negative things they said. That's too much. Sometimes we need to protect ourselves from ourselves, mama. Sometimes we need to protect ourselves from our own mind, Cheryl. Sometimes we need to protect where we go, Alicia. Sometimes we have to correct our negative stinking thinking, Serena. Sometimes we have to do that. So let's talk about some manifestation. So a lot of times when we are trying to bring about a change in our life, if you're on Healing 101, if you're a part of the Love Tribe, it's because you want to change. You don't have to stop by here every day if you want your life to be the same. If you want to continue a pattern of stinking thinking, if you want to continue a pattern of not being able to achieve your goals, if you want to continue in a pattern of not living your life where you can tap into your dreams, you don't need to stop out here. I'm telling you right now, this is elevation only, baby. This is Empowerment Boulevard. This is Elevation City. Now, if you don't want none of this, it's the wrong place. But I know the reason why you're here, because you want more. You want to manifest more in your life. And how we're going to do that? Through healing, through understanding who we truly are, through looking at ourselves in the mirror and understanding. Take an assessment. 23 hours and 55 minutes. Are you positive? Are you saying great things about yourself? Are you allowing people in your presence who only celebrate you? Or you have people around you like I used to. They called themselves friends, but they were haters. Friends who don't support you are haters. They were haters. They spoke negative to me. They told me what I couldn't do. They told me what I couldn't accomplish. You're a hater. And I couldn't continue to hang around people like that because I knew I was going somewhere. And I knew that I was upgrading my life. And if I was truly going to say that I love myself and I was truly going to serve, I had to get in a different space. So let's talk about affirmations and how we manifest. So number one, a lot of times we are too attached to the how. Serena, we always want to know, like, how is this going to happen? How am I going to make this money? How am I going to achieve this goal? How am I going to move to the zip code? How am I going to travel to Dubai? How am I going to do all the things that I want to do? I really just want to serve, but I can't serve because I got to worry about my monthly bills. How is this going to happen? So I just want to let you know, the ego is attached to the how. The ego needs to know. EGO, edging God out. That means I'm not going to be submissive. I'm not going to go in my meditation time. I'm not going to sit still. I'm not going to find a way to be more creative. I'm going to be like, how is this going to happen? How is this going to happen? Who am I going to be connected to? How is this going to happen? No. If you truly want to manifest, you need to release yourself from the how. The how is not your business. Your business is showing up. Your business is submitting to the vision by any means necessary. It may not come about the way you want it to. It may not come about through who you want it to. Every person we bless is not going to reciprocate that back to us. That's not your job. People say the best revenge is showing people your success. Listen, the best revenge is not having revenge at all. Get excited about that. You try to give revenge to people who ain't thinking about you, who don't care about you, who don't elevate you, and you think you're going to operate in that low-level vibration. I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to show them I'm successful. I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to show them the new partner I'm with. I'm going to get revenge. I'm going to show them you in the wrong vibration. That is not a vibration of prosperity. That's a vibration of low frequency. And in a low frequency, you're not creating big things. So I really want you to know right now, the how is not your business. You need to show up. You need to show up as a willing vessel. You need to show up. Uh-oh. This one needs a charge. 1 second. Boom. There we go. You need to show up And you need to ask yourself the question, how may I serve? How do I tap into my creative juices? How do I make sure I have clarity of mind and that I'm able to concentrate? How do I use my skills, my talents, my capabilities to the best of my ability? How do I be responsible for this gift that I have? How do I walk into my divine purpose? How do I become in alignment with my assignment? The how is not your business. You don't know who God will send. You don't know where he will send you. You don't know how the dots will be connected. That's what the ego says. I want this, but you got to show me all the steps first before I tap in. And a lot of people say, man, when I see it, I'll believe it. You'll never get it. I'm telling you right now. Because when you believe it, that's when you're going to see it. You really want to manifest? You really want to speak some affirmations to bring some powerful things into your life? You got to believe it first. But you're not going to believe it with all that stinking thinking. You're not going to believe it hanging around negative people. You're not going to believe it still caught up in your addictions. We have food addictions, sex addictions, gambling addictions, alcohol, drugs, you name it. We have multiple addictions that we give ourselves so many reasons to do it. We say, well, I deserve to drink because my mama was mean to me. I deserve to smoke this weed because my husband left me with these kids. I need to calm my nerves. We make up so many reasons. We make up so many excuses why we can live our life at the lowest frequency. But I never see people making excuses how they can live their life at their best and highest self. I never see people making excuses. I will not be on social media. I will be in meditation. Somebody texts you, you get a sign that says, I am driving for safety purposes. I cannot answer this text. But I have never, one time, mama, gotten a text that says, I am in meditation. I am praying. I am seeking for the next level in my life. I will be unavailable for the next 72 hours. I've never seen it. I've never seen it. But when it comes to the things that don't really matter, like TV and Netflix and hanging out and being involved in our addictions, we know where to go. We know who to call. We know who to pick up on the way. And we know how late we're going to stay out. And we know how many projects and opportunities is going to go past us. Why? Because we like, well, since I don't know the how, I may as well go back to my old self. Low frequency vibrations. You will not get to the next level until you decide that you don't need to know the how anymore. When you decide that and you sit still and you say, what I want wants me. And the reason why I desire to give my gift to the world is because God gave it to me in the first place. And the reason is no longer, see, I'm not looking for a season. I'm not looking for it to be my turn. I am looking to live out my reason. That's right, Serena. Stillness and quiet is required for the next level. Let me tell y'all this. This peace, this happiness, this joy, this next level stillness, you can't download it. You can't download it. You can't sit at the computer and get it. You can't go to social media and find it. I'm so excited you're here with me, Healing 101 live at 5, Monday through Friday. Get excited. But you're not going to get this even on Healing 101. You're going to take the tools and the strategies that I give you, and then you're going to go away. And then when you come back, Lord have mercy, we may not be able to recognize you. By the time you finish fasting and praying, by the time you've had some fruits and vegetables up in your life, you finally feeding yourself life. We feed ourselves death every day. We kill an animal, we eat it. We have all these preservatives sitting on the counter, sitting in cans for years and years and years. We feed ourselves death every day. We inhale the death pollution every day. We put on death when we put on deodorants and lotions, all these things that cause cancer. Read the labels. Our whole life is a prescription for death. Our food has been weaponized. Even our thoughts have been weaponized. Everything we watch is destructive. When are we going to come to the place when we understand that the power lies inside of us? That's why I tell you guys all the time, you need to get on my 15-day challenge. I tell you all the time. And the reason why I'm telling you about the 15-day challenge is not because of what I'm trying to get from you, but it's because of what I'm trying to get to you. I didn't know my food was weaponized. I didn't know that every time I ate from Wendy's, there were some parasites inside of my body that was like, more, feed me more. And I'm thinking, it's me. It wasn't me. I wasn't hungry in 45 minutes. It was the parasites that I made live inside of me. So basically, I wasn't even using my own mind. I am powerful. I am great. I am phenomenal. I want to use my own critical thinking skills. But how am I going to get to the next level of manifestations when I don't live a clean life? When I don't believe in myself? When I won't even tap right here? I keep telling you guys, it's not outside of us. It's inside of us, which means we have to steal away and tap into the power within. And once we do that, we have everything that we need. It's so powerful. Wow. I feel it right now. It's amazing. It's critical to your next level. You can ignore it if you want to, but I promise you'll be back in 5 to 10 years and say, what Dr. J say? What did Dr. Monifa say? She said, steal away. If you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. That solitude is your superpower. What did she say? Because I heard it, but I've been bumping my head the last couple of years. I have not been able to manifest the life of my dreams. I have not been able to actualize my goals. See, when our ego is attached to how things happen, it creates resistance, which then blocks that thing, that person, that situation from coming into your life. You wanting to know the how, you wanting to be control, it blocks you and it causes resistance against what you want. If you want something to flow to you, you have to release it. You can't hold on to it and release it at the same time. I want it. I remember I was in church one time and they were talking about money. They said, if you want money to flow to your hand, you got to hold your hand open for somebody to give it to you, for you to close it. But if you like this, I got $2. I'm going to hold it tight. Nobody can't have nothing. Guess what? I also can't give you nothing either. I can't give you anything because your hands are too tight. But the moment you release is the moment you receive. The moment you release is the moment you have the ability to receive. Make sense? So guess what, guys? We need to release so that we can receive. Solitude is our superpower. Solitude is our superpower. See, everything you want is inside of you. But you'll never know that all the resistance you have, it's not your boyfriend. It's not your boss. It's not your neighbor. It's not your baby daddy. All the resistance you have is inside of you. And it's just magnified on the outside just to kind of show you what's on the inside. If it's not on the inside, you can't see it. I don't know if you ever looked at your life and noticed that. If it's not on the inside, you will be blind to it. It will not need to come past your life because that is not your challenge. The reason why we want to get revenge on people is because we are revengeful. It's because we're walking around with unforgiveness. So because we are walking around with unforgiveness, we have toxicity inside of us. That's what we are sharing with others. Revenge, anger, attitude. Can you please get over yourself? Just stop. Just stop. It's not cute. It's not productive. It doesn't enhance anything. Not you, not the other person. It's just ugly all the way around. And it makes you look bad. But can I tell you what's beautiful? Tapping into your inner peace. You know what's sexy and attractive? Tapping into the power within. Therein lies all of your confidence. Therein lies all of your dreams. Therein lies all of your connections to your next level. If you ever sit still, you might just hear the Holy Spirit whisper in your ear, talk to this person. I told y'all the story. I was meditating and I heard loud and clear, your husband is a vegan. I was not married at the time. Your husband is a vegan. So I decided I need to become a vegan chef. If my baby is a vegan, get excited. And sure enough, when he took me out on the date, I said, I just want to ask you a question. What is your eating style? He says, oh, I'm a vegan. I was like, oh. Release the how. I don't know how you're going to get to your next level, Serena. I don't know. And guess what, Alicia? I have no idea how you're going to get to your next rank. I don't know how you're going to get to your next home, your next vehicle. I don't know how you're going to be able to bless them beautiful sons. I don't know how. I have no clue. But one thing I do know, you're going to do it. One thing I do know, you're going to get there. So the shortest distance between here and a manifestation of your next level is you. You have to tap in. You have to be in agreement with it. I think the challenge is we are always fighting ourselves. We always fighting ourselves. We are always fighting ourselves. We know what to do. It's easy to do, but it's easier not to do, so we just don't do it. We know about our stinking thinking. We know about our negative friends. We know about our family members that we keep around who don't mean us any good. We know all of those things, and we give ourselves excuses. It's amazing how we give ourselves excuses for addictions, but we don't give ourselves excuses for success. We don't give ourselves excuses for going to the next level. It's like, we going to meditate no matter what. But we like, man, I'm going to smoke this weed, though I know I shouldn't. Let's tap into the power within. Remember, solitude is our superpower. If you don't have 5 minutes, you don't have a life. And the reason why I promote the 15-day challenge kit is because prior to me starting to take my substances and my herbs, my vitamins and my minerals, I didn't have clarity of mind. I was always trying to eat bad things. I was always trying to go through the drive-thru. I was always trying to eat processed foods because I had all these parasites inside of me. Our gut is our second brain. I had to clear my gut. And once I cleared my gut, y'all not paying attention. I got clarity on my life. Once I cleared my gut, I got clarity on my life. Once I cleared out the parasites, and once I cleared out all the junk that I thought that I had to have, that I thought I needed the sugar, I didn't. My every thought was what I'm going to eat, when I'm going to eat, how I'm going to get the food, how I'm going to prepare, how I'm going to call Uber Eats, how I'm going to call DoorDash, how I'm going to get, like that was my constant thing all day. And once I removed that out of my life, I started getting clarity of mind. I was like, oh, out of the 24 hours, I was spending 12, 13 hours processing food, digesting food, eating food, driving to get food. That was my addiction. I don't know about yours. But I know when I took my 15-day kit, I was like, oh, appetite suppressant, I don't need that. Oh, detox, clear all the junk out of my body. Oh, vitamins, fill me up on nutrients. Now I'm thinking clearer. Now I have clarity of mind. Now I can tap into my purpose and my destiny. And man, you think this 15-day kit, man, you can't afford not to have it. You can't afford not to have it. May God continue to shine his face upon you. May God be gracious to you and grant you peace. We are going to forgive ourselves for believing that we should have done better when we didn't know how. And we also going to forgive others for the same. We are open and ready for things to start going our way. We are going to be a willing participant of expecting great things to happen to us. We are going to be a willing participant of expecting great things to happen to us. We are asking to receive a message in this physical world today that is a reflection of that. We are open and ready to receive that message. It's already done. What you want once you is already done. It's already done. You already have it. It's already yours. Get excited. Love each and every one of you guys. Keep manifesting great things. I will see you tomorrow, Monday through Friday, live at 5. Thanks, Mom.